And good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. This is Crit and Miss. You are watching Shadows of Despair, a Call of Cthulhu limited run series, and joining me tonight are four amazing roleplay gamers and friends. You might say some of Australia's finest. Everyone agree with that?
You might say that.
You might say that. I would definitely say that. Other people might say that, but I would definitely say that. So, you know, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. And while we're doing it, let's maybe say a little bit about ourselves, maybe our experience with tabletop role-playing games, and what it is that made you want to play Call of Cthulhu in the first place. Let's start with a familiar face on the channel. If you've watched any of our previous streams, you know who I'm talking about. Grace. Oh, down there, I should say.
I'm here again.
She's back.
Yeah.
For those people who are new to the channel, introduce yourself. Yep.
100. So my name is Grace. You probably know me as the druid who has a tendency to inflict more damage on herself and her friends than literally any other enemy. I am Thrash in Out of the Abyss, the Tabaxi barbarian with some serious childhood trauma. And I'm also the little fairy from 50 Shades of Grey matter. And I'm just here to play some scary Call of Cthulhu. Yay!
And what made you want to play Call of Cthulhu? I know that you're not just a druid who likes to attack herself and her allies, but you're also a barbarian who likes to attack herself and her allies. So what made you want to play Call of Cthulhu?
Well, I've played Call of Cthulhu before at the Townsville Tabletop and Role-Playing Club, and I played Edith Flanagan, the horse girl who was a massive bogan, and I loved that so much that I wanted to do it again, except not be a horse girl. So here we are.
Really?
Yes.
You just wanted to kill some friends in a completely different type of role-playing game, is that right?
You know me so well. There's nothing I like more than killing people I love. I'm
totally going to clip that later, by the way. That is going to be a crit and miss clip. Next
Very
up,
nice.
this guy describes himself as my partner in crime, Valiant. How are you, man?
Hello. I'm going really well. How you going, Sven? Good to be on a stream with you again.
As always, it's amazing. You know what? This is the first time that we've been players together. Whenever we're streaming, it's either one of us is the DM and the other one's the player. So this is going to be the first time that we get to wreak a little bit of it and not have to deal with consequences.
It's so great. That's so awesome. So to everybody out there, my name is Valiant. I'm a Taurus. And I wanted to play Call of Cthulhu. Well, actually, I thought you said this was Call of the Boogaloo, and I'm here to do some dancing, but I'm a little disappointed that it's actually Cthulhu.
Look, we were talking about doing a tarot reading stream. Apparently, we can't do that. So let's book ourselves in for a Call of the Boogaloo stream. We'll just
let's do it.
4 hours of us just ripping some sick dance moves.
Yep, I got a sequined open collar shirt ready for the occasion.
And I've got a pair of hips. When they start going, there's no stopping them.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Alyssia, you're in for trouble. Anyway, I'm Valiant. Good to be here. Thank you, guys.
What is your history or experience with RPGs for those who might not be aware of the Valiant Odyssey, and what made you want to play Call of Cthulhu?
RPGs, I've played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, exclusively 5th edition. I run a podcast for Dungeons and Dragons called Valiant Odyssey. And I have a Twitch stream that plays 2 games of D&D weekly, also called D&D Valiant Odyssey. Call of Cthulhu, I've played a few times with my friends before, and it was it ended up, because we're a bunch of jokers really, it ended up kind of being a bit more like Scooby-Doo than traditional Call of Cthulhu, which was still fun. But I guess I'm familiar-ish with the D10 sort of rolling system. I'm intrigued to make a character that I don't dump all the points into shooting and riding this time. He was a cowboy, so pew pew. So I couldn't investigate. I couldn't listen to anything. I couldn't spot hidden. That was everybody else's job. I rode the horses and shot the guns.
Oh, could hardly imagine someone who's a tourist wanting to play a cowboy.
Well, you got to wrangle the bulls. Grab them by the horn, so to speak.
All right. Well, on that note, let me introduce you to a brand new face to the channel. This is her first time on Crit and Miss, so please give her a warm welcome, Becky.
Thanks, Ben.
Over there.
You might recognise me from Jasper's Game Week Aussie Edition. I played with Hermes D&D. I was the only one to instigate any fighting in that whole time. It was so much fun. So I've got very limited experience with TTRPGs. I'm quite new to it, but I'm really wanting to get into it and make it a more community-based kind of thing from where I'm around, which isn't anywhere near these guys, which I just found out.
Yes. Not only is it her first time appearing on the stream, she's also the only player who's appeared, I believe, on Crit Miss. Oh, no, that's not true. No, sorry, we had Frost as well. We had a couple of people who aren't from Townsville. But we do appreciate you taking the time to join us, and any friend of Christian from Hermes D&D is a friend of ours, so it's lovely to have you on board. I guess I should probably include myself and introduce myself as well. For those people who are joining us for the first time, my name is Sven. I am what's the right word, Grace? Is it CEO? Is it the big boss? Is that the right word for it?
I mean, do you want me to insult you or do you want me to lie?
Hey, do whatever your heart tells you is the right
Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice.
I mean, I was gonna say senile, belligerent old man, but whatever works. Whatever works.
All right, I am Sven. I am the senile, belligerent old man of Crit Miss. I am the head DM. I run most of the games. And my experience with tabletop role-playing games is also fairly limited. I've only been playing for, I don't know now, 2.5 years, something like that. Not 3 years yet. I've been DMing for most of that time because I have something wrong with my head, and I just immediately dived into DMing. And somehow I've survived the experience. I think only after about a year's worth of playing Dungeons & Dragons, I started Crit and Miss. So when I do something, I just dive in head first and just go all in. And if it turns out a shambling mess, gods be damned, I'm going to do it anyway. And that's how we ended up where we are now. I got drawn to Call of Cthulhu originally. It's no secret, I'm a big fan of the Glass Cannon network. They did a couple of Call of Cthulhu streams. For those people who have watched Out of the Abyss, I have a little bit of a penchant for some of the sort of darker elements of role-playing games. I like to explore sort of the psychological things that go on with people when you're talking about tabletop role-playing games. A lot of the times it's just sort of brushed over or forgotten about. People go about their day and they kill 120,000 orcs or something like that, and no one really thinks about what the psychological impact of all that might be. So that's what drew me to Call of Cthulhu. And last but not least, I have one last person to introduce to you. I am, of course, talking about the lady in charge of the action tonight, Keeper Alyssia. Alyssia, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Hands, yes, that's very appropriate. Round of applause for Keeper Alyssia for agreeing to do this on my weird little channel. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, what your experience is with D&D, and what drew you to Call of Cthulhu.
So I started tabletop role-playing games in 2015, and I've been playing ever since. I'm actually doing psychological research in tabletop gaming and the effects of it on mental health. I love playing Vampire the Masquerade and Call of Cthulhu. They're kind of my specialties. Call of Cthulhu, I pretty much became obsessed with because of its darker nature. I like being able to talk about abominations and having players that have very little hit points so that they can understand what it's like to play as a real person instead of a mini god.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's one of the things about Call of Cthulhu is that you're not playing some sort of overpowered hero who can take a beating from 7 giants and then walk away from it unscathed. It's sort of it captures that essence of vulnerability more so than your traditional tabletop role-playing games. And what I really love about that is it sort of makes you have to be more creative and sort of think about what's going on, what's being told to you by the keeper, and sort of find creative ways to solve problems rather than just walk up to it with your great big hammer and smack it on the head and get your experience points.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I should also mention that I am the president of Townsville Tabletop Guild. We're an RPG club at JCU, and I DM like pretty much every day of the week there. So
There you go. We have a president, Madam President.
Yes.
It's nice to have you join us. I am humbled by your presence. And for those people who aren't from Townsville, JCU is of course the James Cook University. So you run games there pretty much every night. So if you enjoy the stream and you think, hey, I want to get involved or something like that, where can they get in touch with you?
Facebook is the best place. Just look up Townsville Tabletop Guild. We're right there.
Townsville Tabletop Guild. I'll share that on my Facebook page, on the Discord and all that kind of stuff as well. So if people want to jump into the game of Call of Cthulhu or Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm pretty sure you guys have got Star Wars 5e and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yep.
If you want to get involved, board games even, get in touch.
Yep. We're even
amazing.
rolling out Bunkers and Badasses.
Bunkers and Badasses. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like
From
something I want to do.
Borderlands.
Oh, right. Right. It's one of those computer games you kids play. No, right, Grace? You damn kids. No, she's not even paying attention.
It
Amazing.
broke up. I did not hear a single word you said.
She was too stunned to speak.
You're probably better off not hearing what I say anyway,
Yeah.
if I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. Just zone me out and just listen to everyone else that's in
Okay.
the stream tonight. That does not carry over out of the abyss, though. You're going to be hanging on my every
it's fine.
single
That's
word.
my default anyway. So.
Wow, I want Toby back. I'm starting to feel bad now. Toby, where are you? Can you take a few of these insults for me? For those people who have joined us tonight, or if you're watching this back on YouTube or you're listening on Spotify, you're not aware of what Call of Cthulhu is, well, I'm about to tell you. It's a tabletop role-playing game that was first published in 1981, I think. I didn't fact check that, so if it's wrong, jump in the chat and send me angry emails. It's currently in its 7th edition, and it's published by a company called Chaosium, and I will chuck that link in the chat for you guys. Anyone who wants to check that out, there you go. If you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, which is what we usually stream here on the channel. It follows the same sort of core concepts. You're rolling dice to find out whether or not you fail or succeed or something. But instead of being heroes, and I touched on this earlier, in a fantasy world full of magic and elves and orcs and all that kind of stuff, Call of Cthulhu is set primarily, I believe, in modern history, sort of from the early 1900s all the way up into the modern era. Does that sound about right? Yep. And instead of like battling orcs and saving the world, you inhabit the very squishy role of the investigator. Just run-of-the-mill people who get caught up investigating strange goings-on and usually get involved in some type of horrific monstrosity that wants to either kill you or break your mind, basically. 2 ways to die in Call of Cthulhu. Not just actually be physically killed, your mind can be broken, which is what I'm trying to do to Valiant, just slowly breaking his mind. Is it working?
Well, not yet. I've still got a little bit more in me.
We've got to put some more pressure on. Catch the next episode of the Vasonia Files. You can see me just keep bending until he breaks. Another way it's different from traditional RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons is that Call of Cthulhu is a D100 system as opposed to a D20, which is what not all, but most role-playing games use. So in traditional games, you'll roll a D20 and you want to roll above whatever it is that you're trying to do. In Call of Cthulhu, you roll a percentile dice or a D100 and you're trying to roll below your particular skill level and whatever ability it is that you're trying to use. But we'll get more into that later as we go. Because tonight, we're not really going to be doing too much of that. Tonight's all about character creation. We're going to roll some dice. We're going to find out what our characters are good at. We're going to talk a little bit about their personalities or backgrounds, and maybe even a little bit about the adventure that we're going to be going on. Is that what you call it? Is it an adventure? Probably not the right
you
term.
can call it whatever you want.
Doesn't sound like the right term when everyone's inevitably going to die.
Yeah.
So, people of the Critverse, sit back, enjoy the ride. I'm going to hand it over to the person in charge of the action, Keeper Alyssia. Over to you.
Alrighty. I guess first things first is a little background to the game. So we're going to be set in the 1920s, straight after World War I. Everyone's kind of, I guess, still on that high of not having to go to war anymore. All of my lovely players have received a letter from a mysterious benefactor inviting them onto a maiden voyage. We will go more into detail of what happens, what sparks the adventure in our next stream. Don't want to give too much away.
Got to leave a little bit to the imagination.
Exactly.
Keep them on the hook.
You know what the boat's called? What's the boat called?
Oh gosh, let me get up my files.
I'm so sorry.
You should be.
I want to write it down.
Okay.
I'm trying to be a good player.
Awesome.
Does it start with a T?
No.
It's not the Titanic, Grace.
Does the theme song go like da 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 da? God, I hope not. Okay, thank God. Okay, thank you.
No, but I think my favorite
That would be
rendition of that
scary.
song. My favorite rendition of that song is the one they play with a recorder.
I feel a little bit left out here. What are we talking about?
Titanic, brother.
Oh yes.
Oh, the
My
Titanic.
sister did it with a kazoo the other day. It was hysterical. Yeah.
I found my character. I'm being a
We're
musician.
just talking about the TikTok song, like the
That's quite an interesting
bring a kazoo onto the stream.
combination to have. Yeah, kazoo. It's not
Okay,
often people
it's
have a kazoo lying around.
It's the
Right,
HMS Faith.
HMS Faith.
Faith.
Oh, skull, everybody. Where did I leave my water? Everyone, take a drink.
Oh,
Sorry, streaming thing. Alrighty, thanks for the redeem, Paladin Davis. I think I can guess what your favorite class is. So, the HMS Faith. Yes, I'm going to write down notes. 1920s. HMS Faith. There we go. Alrighty.
Is it 1920s or 1930s?
20s.
20s. Cool. Wonderful.
Awesome. So we're going to start today with character creation. That's kind of the most important part, the most challenging part, I would say. But we're going to plod through it.
Looking forward to it. I love these ones. I love character creation. In D&D, of course, you got character creation, and the second best thing after that is leveling up. So, let's do
You
it.
don't level up in Call of Cthulhu.
No, you don't level up.
unfortunately.
But, you know, character creation is crunchy enough, and it's only a limited run series. So, let's just dive into this character creation. Let's see what kind of crazy characters we can come up with.
Awesome. So, before I start asking you to do numbers and things, does anyone have any ideas, any inspiration for their characters?
Who wants to go first? Hand up. Someone have an idea or inspiration for their character they want to share with the class? No? Shall I put my hand up? I'm going to put my hand up then. Oh! Ooh, I think I was the second. Alright. I had a quick look at the list of occupations that you sent me. Or that you sent through to all of us, rather. And one of them really jumped out at me. I've already talked to Valiant about this last night when we wrapped up the previous episode of the Resonia Files. That is the occupation of a prostitute.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I started thinking, like, how am I going to make this character work? So I was thinking, right, and bear with me. I don't know if this works for your for what you have written or not. I was thinking like this sort of high society guy who sort of goes onto these cruise ships as sort of like a high society, what's the right word? Gigolo?
Yeah. You're
Yeah?
Richard Gere.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
How does everyone feel about that? Yeah?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, you can look like Richard Gere. Oh, that's how you're going to look in my head.
That's how I always look in your head.
Classic
and
Silver Fox. Julia
you
Roberts
go.
on your arm.
I've given us all a jumping off point. Becky, you put your hand up as well. Did you have something in mind that you wanted to play?
Yeah, I was really thinking about a secretary.
Secretary.
Being that kind of avid note taker. Also a bit of a damsel in distress. But yeah, I'm thinking my character is on this cruise because she was actually the secretary for the general war general, and he was obviously given it, and you know he decided he didn't want to go, so he gave it to me.
I like it.
Love
It's a
it.
good counterbalance to my ridiculous character. A much more thoughtful one.
I'm there thinking I'm there for a relaxing time, and yeah, maybe he knows what's going on. I don't know.
I dig it. I like it. This is why I brought all of you people on board, because we all have such different ideas, and it's going to create like a great sort of group. What else can I say? Anyone else have something they had in mind? Any type of inspiration? And I'm thinking maybe a character in pop culture or something like that. Even does that sound about right, Ali? Like something that inspires you?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Valiant, you're on the spot, buddy.
Yeah, no, I want to play a cowboy again. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. This time I'm going to be an entertainer, and I'm going to be on the ship as a worker, I guess you could say. I'm a jazz musician, and I want him to be extremely superstitious, thinking that he got his gifts from making a crossroad deal.
Ooh.
That's who I want to be.
I dig it. I like it.
He always says he's going to be famous one day. It's written in the stars.
So, Grace dropped out. Bear with
We
us
lost
for 1
Grace.
second. Bear with us for 1 second, guys. She'll be back in a sec, and the cameras will go back to the way that they should be. Yeah, you're an entertainer. I like to think of my character as an entertainer as well, just in a completely different kind of way.
Exactly. Yeah, so I haven't really fleshed much out other than that at the moment. I'm thinking like blues, jazz, like smoky bar rooms and cigar lounges and things like that is my kind of place to play. Grew up on the streets of New Orleans where jazz was born. And I'm on a cruise ship because I'm making it big with all the people that have a lot of money. Avoided conscription, I guess you could say, as well.
Ooh. I'd have to.
So yeah, no wartime experience. Definitely not going to be helpful in any sort of way if anything like that happens.
Yeah, right. Because 1920s. When did World War One? Sort of. What sort of time period was World War One? That sort of happened or ended just before this time period, right?
1914 to 1918.
1918.
Yeah.
So really, if we're playing in the 1920s, we could be anywhere between just 2 years to, 16 years or something like that after the Great War, after World War One, which is sort of like this huge transitional sort of time. And Grace is back. Thank you for joining us, Grace. Internet problems?
So sorry. Don't even get me started because it's a TED Talk. Yeah.
We get used
Internet
to it.
problems.
Hey,
It's okay. You're here now.
It's Townsville. What can you say? We have probably the worst internet in the world.
Yeah.
Grace, while you were away, did you have a little bit of time to think about what sort of character you would like to play? Maybe a computer technician. Oh, wait, there's no computers. Sorry.
No. Well, I already had a thought, and I know Ali said not to come up with anything, but I have. Ever since she mentioned Call of Cthulhu, I've wanted to play Charlotte LeBeau from Princess and the Frog, and I literally can't get it out of my goddamn head. Any chance to do a southern accent and I'm there.
Yes. Can we get a
That's the
sample?
blonde
Give
girl,
us a
right?
sample.
Is that the blonde girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, God, now I need to remember what southern people sound like.
All right. You have until the end of the stream. I want a sample of that voice.
Damn it!
I want to keep
can't
people on the
practice.
edge of their seats until the end of the stream. Into the sign off at the end of the night in a southern accent.
But yeah, she's basically like a socialite, and just like big hair, big dress, lots of money that she can throw everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I basically just wanna just play her.
Basically, it just sounds like me, really. Big hair, big dress, throwing money around left, right, and center.
Yeah, it just sounds fun, and she's such a great character, and I think she's just so talked about in the Disney community, and I vibe with her. She's
Never
nice.
watched it. Don't even know who it is.
When women says later, she really means not
Really means
ever.
not ever, Travis.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes,
Alright.
she is. She's a vibe.
Keeper,
Yes.
what do you think about that?
It's got to pick an occupation.
Occupation.
Yeah. Having a
I
look
mean-
at the jobs now.
So you were talking about being like a debutante type person or something along those lines. I think I saw something in
Yeah.
here that sort of dilettante? Is that the right word?
Upper, lower to wealthy, variable, but usually people of your own background and taste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a lady in waiting?
Dilettante is someone who doesn't have to work and gets all their money from somewhere else.
Oh, so it's like literally my dream job.
That's what I want to be. Aw.
They're like, Great Gatsby, kinda.
How does one become one of those?
Well, I'll tell you what, you gotta have more charisma than I have. I'll tell you that much.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, dilettante. That sounds about right to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't see anything better.
I dig it.
So your job is that you do nothing.
Pretty much. I sit there and look pretty.
I love it.
Oh, darling.
Yeah.
We're gonna get on quite nicely.
So
Okay.
fetch. I've even got a photo.
All right.
Is it
What's
a
next?
Charlotte herself?
What's next in
Yes.
character creation?
Okay, one clarification with our lovely entertainer here.
Yes.
Did you want to be an entertainer or a musician? Because they're two
Musician.
different occupations. Okay.
I didn't know there was a musician. I'll be a musician.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because entertainers like magicians and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be a musician.
Okay. So,
Yep,
things
there it is.
to keep in
Musician.
mind before we do stats.
Mm-hmm.
Your skills will all work off of education and a different stat depending on your occupation.
Yep.
So, our dilettante and our prostitute don't get any choice. Your stats work off of education and appearance.
Hopefully you're attractive.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in my line of work.
You'd hope so.
Our secretary and musician, you guys get education, and then you can choose between appearance or dexterity.
Say that one more time, sorry.
So you get education
Yep.
plus either appearance or dexterity. So if you want heaps of skill, want to be a skill monkey, those are the kind of ones you want to prioritize.
All right.
Okay. So, we'll go through stats. Hopefully everyone has their character sheet up.
I have it open.
It's there for the viewers to see.
If everyone's using the one that got passed around, then it should automatically fill out everything.
Yeah, you can
Just
click
gotta
on
plug
it.
in your main number. Awesome.
Your main number.
So, yeah. So there's your stat, then there's
Gotcha.
halves
Yes,
and
yes,
fifths.
yes. Yep, it
So
does
it
it
should
for you.
auto-calculate.
Right. Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
What a great
So-
resource.
Yes. The stats we're going to do first are strength, dexterity, appearance, constitution, and power. Now your
Okay.
power is willpower, so it counts as your sanity as well.
Sweet. All right.
Awesome. So
What do
how
I
to
roll,
generate
keeper?
that is you roll 3d6 and then times that result by 5. And you do that 5 times.
Okay.
3d6 times 5. God, I'm going to need a calculator here. I'm going to lose my mind.
Feel free to
Alright.
write down those 5 numbers and then put them in those 5 categories where you want.
You
Okay.
said 3d6?
3d6 times 5, yeah.
Physical dice. Oh, that's not a good start. That is a really horrendous start. 1, 1, 2.
I got 16 times 5.
4. Sorry, how many of these do we want to roll again?
5 sets.
5 sets. Yes, okay. There we go. That's better.
11 times 5.
I dig it.
Not very good.
What's a good number to like? What's good?
50's average.
Okay. I'm slightly average.
Yeah, I'm going to clip that too.
I'm really not doing well.
Alright, so that's times 5, all of that stuff. Wait, that should actually be fairly easy.
Did you say it's 3d6 times 5?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. I just want to make sure I'm not rolling correctly.
Wait. 3. Wait.
There we go.
So a d6 3 times 5 times. Is that right?
So yeah,
I got
you
two
wanna-
16s.
You want to roll a d6 3 times,
Yeah.
add that number together, times that number by 5, and then do that 5 times.
Right.
So you should get 5 numbers by the end of it.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
This is great. I've got some job stats.
Mine,
So you
mine
said
aren't
50
too bad.
was average, right? You said something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I got a couple a little bit above average. I got one really low one, and a couple that are. So we got. Oh, damn! Look at you.
Yeah.
You're a damn good musician. I can't read that at all, Grace.
This one's
Sorry.
here. That's going to be... Oh, sorry. This one here, that's going to be my punching power. Because I don't punch.
How's everyone looking? Everyone got those 5 numbers generated and ready to go? Or I do.
Sure do.
Almost.
We do.
And
Those
even
numbers-
though tonight is session 0 and we're creating our characters, guys, we do have a couple of weeks before episode 1 sort of starts. So don't feel like you're like locked in to what you produce tonight. Of course, we'll roll the stats. You still have a couple of weeks to sort of play with it. Obviously, it'll be up to the keeper to give the final thumbs up. But yeah, you can sort of roll the stats now, and you can jiggle it around over the next couple of weeks if you're not happy with what you how you attributed those stats.
Yes. Definitely. I'll get you a little reference here so that you can see what your numbers specifically equate to. So those numbers you just rolled are strength, dexterity, appearance, constitution, and willpower. So you can put those into the different spots.
Appearance. Alright, so. Okay. Well, I definitely know where my my highest number is going to go. Let's whack that in appearance. There we go.
Oh yeah, we're all going to be pretty. We're all pretty.
It's going to be the best
we're all
looking
really
bunch
pretty.
of investigators that are out there. How'd you go, Becky? Did you get those numbers all sorted out?
All right.
Sweet.
So you said strength, con, power, and appearance.
Strength, con, dexterity, appearance, and power. Yeah.
Cool.
Dexterity, appearance. Let's go.
What would be good for a musician, Ali? I got appearance as one of my 80s. What should I go next?
Probably want to be going high dexterity if you want to be able to avoid attacks.
What would I put in to indicate that I am superstitious as anything?
Are you just making
That's
yourself?
probably in skills.
Yes. No.
When we get to skills, you'll probably want to put points into occult.
Sweet.
And if you want to go more like anxious, stressed out, easily susceptible, you probably want to go low willpower.
Okay, that sounds
No,
like
I
me.
want to be quite cool and calm and collected at the fact that the devils have my soul.
Okay.
And they're making my finger picking real good. It's just the way it is.
Did you just quick question? Did your character ever go down to Georgia
Nope.
just for a friend? No. Okay.
Nope.
He's not the devil yet.
Not yet. Power. What is What does power sort of do?
Power is your sanity.
Okay.
So, as far
So,
how
yeah,
I understand,
pretty high.
power is sort of like
Yeah,
your
once you put out your
willpower.
willpower, you can fill out your sanity. Yes.
Sort of like your how well your character sort of has it together, sort of thing. How comfortable they are in their own sort of existence, as it were.
I always get more anxious doing this for Call of Cthulhu than D&D because I'm like, this could make me die.
I know, right?
I'm
These
done.
choices feel like they really
I've got
matter.
it.
It's not like you can just have a dump stat because any of these things could end up like meaning the death or complete insanity of your character. I love it. I'm having so much fun.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, I can't do that. I was.
What
gonna
is the importance of appearance? Sorry.
So, appearance, for you, if you want to prioritize appearance over dexterity, then that'll be half of your skill points.
But in regards to like gameplay wise, when does appearance sort of come into play?
Okay. All of your skills that are at the top
Yep.
like your main attributes, don't really come into effect as much as your skills below that.
Okay, so these are just sort of like your statistics.
Yeah. So depending on what occupation it is, your skill points will generate off of this.
Okay. Dig it.
And the more skill points you have, the more likely you're going to succeed checks.
Sweet. I'm gonna fill out my musician occupation.
Awesome.
Oh,
We're
good
just
idea.
leaving size and intelligence alone.
We'll do that in 2 seconds once everyone's
Alrighty then.
got their numbers plugged in.
Very unprofessional of me, but I have to duck out for 1 second. I'll be right back, and then we'll get into the next section of character creation.
Go for it.
Not good enough,
Thank
Sven.
you.
Not good enough.
No, I have the keeper's permission, Valiant. You're not in charge anymore, okay? I'll tell on you.
All right, now that he's gone, guys. No, just joking. All right.
I got a 25. It was my lowest stat.
Okay. Where are you putting that?
I thought I'd put it in appearance, and that's why I was asking the importance
Yeah.
of it.
You can go low appearance. Let me get up the... So there's a page in the book that's basically what the numbers mean. So pretty much for every stat, 50 is average.
Oh no.
But the lower you get, like, the worse off you are. So for appearance, it says that 15 is ugly and 50 is average. So you're somewhere in between there.
What about strength? I put it under strength.
What did I miss?
We just discovered that somebody's gonna be ugly.
It's always going to be one. It's okay. Your strength is basically only attached to your damage. So if
Okay.
you're not looking to be a high damage dealer, you can go pretty low for strength.
Alright.
All right,
That's
I
good.
think I'll do that then. My appearance is pretty average then. So I'm not ugly. Thank you, Valiant.
No, you're no, definitely not. Definitely not.
I am the general's side piece, you know.
Bit of arm candy.
He's married.
Let's go around the table. Let's find out what kind of numbers people have put down already. Grace, have you attributed those points yet? So talk to us about strength. What did you put in strength?
35.
Okay.
So that's my dump stat. I don't think she's going to be a high damage dealer. I don't think she's going to want to chip her nails. I put 40 in con because I was like, she's not going to need that. And then I did 75 for dex because she can duck. She can duck and cover. I put 55 in power, so she's pretty average sanity. And then 85 in appearance. I rolled really well for that. She's really pretty. Really, really pretty.
I feel
She's a
really
pretty
bad
lady.
about my character now. I always roll such terrible numbers. Oh, that's amazing. I wish I had those numbers. You know what I was just thinking?
very lucky.
I was just hugging my youngest before he goes to sleep. I was just giving his good night cuddle, and I was thinking, this feels a bit like voting, putting numbers in boxes. But for some reason, I hate voting, and this is amazing. I love doing this. Valiant, you've attributed those numbers yet?
Yeah. Funnily enough, I rolled all 80s, guys.
Get out of here.
Just joking.
Yep.
No, just joking.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
I did roll 2 of those bad boys. So I got 80 for power, 80 for appearance. So I'm mildly attractive, I guess you could say. Dex is 70, con is 55, and strength is 50.
Everyone's so much better than me. I was hoping I would roll some amazing character, but he's an absolute idiot in comparison. Becky, what do you got?
Makes sense because you picked prostitute.
I was hoping it was going to be like some badass prostitute character, but he's actually.
You got to make some choices down the way that don't actually appoint. Nothing against prostitutes, but man, you got to.
A lifetime of smoking, it has its effect. He's a chain smoker.
Exactly.
I've already decided that for my character. It is the 20s after all. People thought it was still good for you. Becky, what'd you get?
I actually rolled pretty well. My lowest stat was 25, and I put that in strength. Being a secretary, this is not going to be a very heavy hitter. My highest is 17. I put that in con. So Dex is 50, Power is 65, and Appearance is 55.
I dig it. All right, well, I'll tell you all my terrible stats. You can probably see it if you're watching the stream. I put a 20 in strength. He's a very, very skinny individual. He's not a big guy. All right. So I put a 35 in con. A lifetime of smoking. It has its effect on your body. I put a 60 in Dex. He's skinny. He's wry. He knows how to get out of a bad situation. Put a 45 in power. Average. Run of the mill. And I put a 60 in appearance because it was the highest number that I had, and I feel like it's important in his occupation. What's next?
So now we roll 2d6 and add 6 to that. So as if your third dice is a 6 automatically. And times that by 5, and you have to do that 4 times.
4 times.
Okay. So, one more time for the inattentive player.
So 2d6
Yep.
plus 6
Yep.
times that by 5. And you want to do that 4 times.
Sweet. Whoever made this game was a mathematician.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be right up your alley, right?
I hate maths. I like teaching maths, but I hate maths.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, I like being the one that has the answers.
Oh,
okay.
So what you're saying is you're egotistical. Does that sound right?
It's not a secret.
The Taurus in him.
Yep.
Taurus
Yes, it is.
burn.
Taurus burn. Moo.
Taurus burn.
And then times that by 5. All right.
13 times 5 is 65. Okay. 10 plus
Oh,
6
that was
is
not good. That was not good at all.
16 times 5.
No, wait. That one was... I've done something wrong here.
Alright, I got 65, 80. 2 more times. 13
my
plus
good old
13
trusty-
times 5 is 65 again. Last one. Oh, that's low. Oh dear. Where could I put a low stat, Ali? I've rolled my first low.
Oh no.
I don't know what to do.
These ones you don't really want low.
Oh, that
Oh.
sucks. Well, that's a
How low are we
45.
talking?
45 is low.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. I got 45, 2 65s, and an 80.
That's a bit...
Where are we putting these ones?
Okay. So these ones will go into size, intelligence, education, and luck. So everyone wants pretty high education for skill points. And you probably want to go fairly high luck.
I want to be more lucky than I am educated.
Alrighty then. Size, intelligence, education, and
luck.
luck. Alright. So you
Is it-
said that for my particular occupation, in education is important.
Yes.
Well, I know where to put this one.
As a tall person in real life, it pains me to put my lowest stat in size.
I mean, 50 is average for size, so you're just below average.
Doesn't
I
do well for
rolled
me.
stupidly well. Like, seriously well. I got a 75, a 60, 2 85s, and another 70.
You only allowed 4.
4. I thought it was 5.
No, Ali said do it 4
Oh.
times.
Yeah.
You multiply by
okay.
5 and you do it 4 times.
Cross out the
So
So
bottom.
just get rid of that 45. Get rid of that low
Yeah.
one.
I'm gonna do that.
No, you get rid of the last one, damn it.
Goodbye.
I rolled okay. I rolled okay for that one.
Too late.
What did I roll? I rolled
That's good.
I rolled
We're doing
a
intelligence.
total of 55, 75, 80, and 55. So 55, 75, 80, 55. I've whacked those in.
Do we
there.
roll for our age?
You can pick your age. Age will change your stats slightly.
Okay.
Sorry, did we do one for intelligence? Is that one of the ones?
All right.
So, your personal skill points, like your personal interest points, will work off intelligence. So you don't want to dump intelligence.
Damn. Do you think it would be better to have high luck or high intelligence?
What are the numbers?
80 and 65.
Maybe higher intelligence?
Okay.
So
I'll trust you, Keeper. This once.
I've
I
put
capped the 50. So
I've put an 80 into education. I've put a 75 into intelligence. I've put a 55 in size and another 55 in luck. So he's not a lucky man.
Awesome.
He made his way
Just
by learning
so
how to
everybody
maneuver.
knows. 53 is the average life expectancy for men in 1920, and women is 54.6. So if you're over that, you are a rarity.
You know what? I'm going to take a couple of years off my prostitute. There we go. All right, let's go around the table again. Who wants to go first? Where'd you put those numbers? Grace.
I'll go first.
Nope, too
I'll go
late.
first.
Nope, Grace is up. Grace, put her hand up first.
I don't
Sorry.
like you.
Sorry,
I don't
la-
like this.
Ladies first. Grace.
That's fair. All right,
Thank
you
you.
got me.
okay, so I rolled really well. As I said, I only got one average number. It was a 50. I put it into size. I don't think she's very big. I think she's tiny, which worked out in my favor anyway.
Bigger
I
than
put
me.
75 in really?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I put 75 in intelligence, 85 in education, and then 85 in luck.
Oh my god. Your character's so much better than mine.
I know. This is why I'm rolling Thrash's dice. Thrash always seems to roll really well, so I was like, I'm gonna roll on
I even
Thrash's
took my
profile.
dice from the first set and I put them in dice jail and I got new ones and I still rolled. Oh, not too bad, but still not as good as you. All right, Valiant, what do you got for me, buddy? Where'd you put those numbers?
Okay, luck I put 65, education 65, size 45, intelligence 80.
All right. A little bit bigger than you are.
Well, yeah. If I'm the smallest one, I'm going to be pissed.
You're
Because-
a touch smarter than I am.
Because in real life, I'm 6'6". So 45 is like,
You're
wonder what
below
it's like.
average height.
I wonder what it's like down here for all you guys. I guess I have to roll
Well,
for
the
really.
year is definitely different, and
Yeah.
no one ever asks us if we've played basketball before, so pretty good.
I'll be able to smell
should
everyone's
quickly-
armpits.
I should
Good
quickly
day.
mention that
Yes.
for averages, for size, 60 is the average human.
Oh
It's
wow.
one of the only ones that's different. So
Right. I like to think size it's not just necessarily about your height either. It's sort of more about your overall sort of bulk. Does that sound about right?
yeah, it's height and weight.
So I like to think of my character as like he's got a 55 in size, but I like to think of him as being still relatively tall, but he's just he's a thin guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Becky.
Right. So I rolled pretty well, actually. My lowest is 50, my highest is 70. So my size is 50, my luck is 70, my education is 60, and my intelligence is 65.
Nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Alrighty. And has everyone sort of picked an age for their character as well? Have you chucked that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up.
I was just looking at the average work age of people in 1920, and apparently you could work from the age of 15.
Yep, that's accurate.
Well, you could work, as a child, but there was, there were paper boys and milk boys and things like that. Okay. What age will give me the best stats? No, I'm joking. Don't tell me. What age was Elvis when he made it big? That's what I'll do.
Oh, not Elvis. No.
Don't you
Not
dare.
Elvis.
If you say you don't like Elvis, I'm muting you forever.
I don't like Elvis, but I have a
Goodbye.
very good reason.
There is no good reason. There is no good reason.
I
muted
googled
Grace.
something
Here.
that I probably shouldn't or don't want to have in my search history. I just googled 1920s prostitutes. It's probably a terrible idea because I wanted to research what prostitution was like in the 1920s. So that's going to be an awkward conversation with my partner later.
It's for research, sweetie. It's for research.
What's next?
Age.
Yes. Whoever's got an age, I can tell you how that'll modify your statistic.
Alrighty.
Yep, one.
What do we got? I'll go first. I just randomly picked the number 30. I think this character is 30 years old.
Awesome.
30.
So,
Yeah.
you get to make an improvement check to your education.
Ooh.
So, you basically roll percentile dice again. If it's higher than your current education, then you get to add points to it.
All right, so I want to get higher than the 80 that I have in education. All right, let's find out. Percentile dice, where's my D10? There you are. So I rolled a 5, which is not going to be higher than my 80.
No, so nothing happens.
That's what I want to roll later. I don't want to roll that right now. I wish
Yes.
I'd saved that one. Okay, well, there you go. Oh, loving this. Okay, who wants to go next? What age is your character, Becky?
My character is a sweet, innocent 19.
19? Okay. So you have to remove 5 points between strength and size.
Between, so pick one or...
You can spread those 5 points among the two, if you'd like.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Between Elvis's first recording and his first appearance in a movie, it was like 5 years. That's insane. What a man.
Well, I mean,
What a legend.
I've only been streaming for 6 months, or 6 or 7 months, or something like that. So I've got another 4 years and 3 months, and I'll be appearing in my first movie.
100%. I guess I will be... Yeah, Elvis appeared in his first movie at the age of 22, so I'm 22.
22. You're a little
Get
young
to-
whippersnapper.
That's enough time to make a deal with the devil at the crossroads.
You also get to make an improvement check for your education, so roll
Damn.
percentile and see if you get higher.
Then my education.
Yep.
Okay.
I was going to be 22 and I changed it.
Here we go.
Also, Becky, so you have to take away 5 points from your education as well. But the benefit to playing a younger character is that you get to roll again for luck. And if you get higher than what you already have, you get to take that higher value.
I got
Right.
88 on my percentile dice.
What's your current education?
65.
Awesome.
God
So
damn
you get to roll a d10 and add that to your education.
Okay. I got a
And
So
the
4.
did you
rich
say
get
I add-
richer.
Change my luck.
Guess what my education is?
69?
69? Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
What do you say, Becky?
You win.
You said about being younger affects my luck.
Yes. So roll another 2d6 and add 6, and then times that by 5. And if that results higher than your current luck, then you get to take that one instead.
This is such a crunchy system, and it's like they've thought of everything too. Like when you're older, you've got more intelligence. Like when you're a young whippersnapper like Grace over here, you're luckier, because when you get old, you get unlucky. I get unlucky just trying to get out of bed, and my knee falls apart.
No, I didn't roll high.
Okay. So good. Grace, what you going for?
I'm 19 as well, so I just made all the improvements that you said to make. So we're the same size now, Valiant. Yay! We could be short together. And she's significantly less smart, and I didn't roll good enough to improve my luck.
Damn.
So
Wait.
it's 85.
So how old is everyone?
22.
22.
Be the old boy.
What were you, Grace? 18, did you say?
19.
19. And Becky, how old are you?
19.
19. I am the oldest by a long shot here.
What are you doing hanging out with us kids?
With
Old men with us.
Hey, you know what? This guy, he was what they used to call a camp follower back in the days. He was he looked after the soldiers during the war. That's what he did. He wasn't. Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit of background information for my character. All right, Age. What's next?
Next we get your damage bonus and build. So this will be at the bottom of your first page. So one by one, you just gotta tell me what your strength plus your size is.
Strength plus size. Alrighty then. I guess I will go first. My strength is 20, and my size is 55.
So that's 75.
Yep.
Your damage bonus is -1.
Amazing. Okay.
And your build is -1.
Damage bonus and build. Alright, so where do we find those?
Bottom
here
right
they are.
hand corner.
Oh look, it's already put that in that for me. It's already calculated
Awesome.
that and plugged it in. Amazing.
Has it done that for everyone else?
I haven't put it in yet because I haven't told you it.
Oh wow.
I'm following instructions.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. This is Crit and Miss, not Valiant Odyssey. You
Nah.
don't follow instructions around here. Alright,
Yep, mine's been altered.
So have you plugged those in yet, Valiant?
No, I haven't. I got 95. So where do I put it? Yeah.
It'd be the bottom right hand corner of your page.
All right.
So
In
you should
damage
have-
bonus.
Yeah, you should have no damage bonus and no build.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
There you go. It's already automatically plugged it in.
Yep,
cool
and my
is this
move is
game?
9.
Yes. Everyone should have their move on there.
Yep, that's calculated as well. Mine's come through as 8, so I'm slow as well.
It's not too bad. The highest move you can get is 9. So
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So I'm one below the highest move. This guy, this jazz musician here is fleet of foot.
Yeah.
Tiny little midget jazz musician.
Running away from my shadow.
What does he play? What kind of what instrument does he play?
The guitar. Of course.
Okay. I was gonna put him down more as a bass man, but okay. Guitar.
Nah, lead, baby.
I can dig it.
Well, if you're jazz, the bass might be better.
Boom, 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 boom.
if you'd have
Mate.
picked saxophone, I could have pulled mine out.
Oh.
Can you still do it anyway?
Can you play? Yeah, can you? And can you play Careless Whisper?
I can play Careless Whisper.
Yeah, you can.
That's how we're going to open up episode 1 with a rendition of Careless Whisper by Kiefer Alyssia. Amazing. All right, so we've got our build, we've got our damage bonus. What comes next?
Have you guys had your hit points automatically calculated? If so, that would be interesting to know.
Hit points. Yes, mine is. Yes, I have.
Yep.
Awesome. What have you got?
I don't want to tell you. No. I got 10.
10? Okay. All right, cool. 10? 10's fun. Nice round number. I got a 9. It's a 9 for this character. Grace, what did you get for hit points?
8. So I'm squishy.
You're very squishy.
I'm very
I got
squishy.
11.
An 11. Oh, geez, look at that. We know who to push at the horrifying monsters now. Or at least I would if I had any ability to push things, which my character does not. So, all right.
Actually, I'm also a brawler.
So, the only things left to do are to distribute skills.
I changed my mind. I'm playing the trumpet. Sorry.
I'm getting real. What is it? What's the guy? When we come back from the break, I'll tell you who it is because I kind of forgot. Is that a good point to go for a short break, Alyssia?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're just going to go for a quick 5-minute break, guys. When we come back, we're going to finish filling in all the details for our characters, and then when we finish that up, we might talk a little bit about our character backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. Maybe come up with a little bit of a backstory for our characters, and maybe whether or not they know each other. But we'll sort that out when we come back. So, guys, if you're watching this live, please stick with us. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening back on Spotify, this break will be much shorter for you. We'll see you again soon. And we're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crit and Miss. You are watching Shadows of Despair, Call of Cthulhu RPG. I'm not going to waste too much of your time talking about what this is because you've stuck with us. Thank you. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening back on Spotify, this should be part 2, depending on whether or not I decide to split it into a 2-parter or not. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to the person in charge of the action, Keeper, Alyssia.
Awesome. So, first off, we're going to start with occupational skill points. I'll do this in order of alphabetically what your occupation is.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because that's how the book orders it. So, we start with a lucky musician. Or unlucky musician, I should say.
Yeah.
So, your skill points.
Yep.
You calculate it is education times 2.
Okay. Education is 69 times 2.
So 138.
Yep.
And then either your appearance or dexterity times 2.
It's going to be appearance. Because that'll be 160 total.
Yep. And then you add those 2 together.
Okay, so 198.
Awesome.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And I just plug them in, do I?
So the skills that you get from your profession are art and craft with a specialization in instrument.
Do I have to take these, right? That's what I get?
Yes, you have to put at least 1 point in each of these skills.
Do I check the box?
Yes, check the box.
Okay.
And plug instrument into the little space.
Yep,
That's your
got it.
specialty. You then get to pick 1 skill between charm, fast talk, intimidate, and persuade. So your social skills.
What's the difference between fast talk and persuade?
Fast talk is more like haggling. So like trying to bounce off someone really quick to get a deal. Whereas Persuade is more like you've spent a few minutes of discussion with them.
I'm gonna do Persuade.
Okay. You then get Listen,
Listen. Yep.
Psychology. Psychology is kind of your insight.
Yep.
And then any 4 skills on that list.
Oh. Okay.
So you get to spend that number of points among those skills. With a cap of 75. You can't have any
75,
skill
okay.
higher than 75.
Yep.
And points start from the number in the bracket.
Okay. So I don't have to put any points in there. If I put another point in, say, Persuasion, it'll go straight to 11?
Yeah.
All right. So 4 extra skills of my choice. Can I only put skills in the ones that I check off?
Yes.
Okay,
the moment.
cool. Yep, cool.
You also have a credit rating between 9 and 30. So you have to spend points to make it within that bracket.
Okay.
Awesome, we got it?
Yep, and I'll just put these points in while you do it with someone else.
Yes. Okay.
Just quickly as well, sorry, before you go. Dodge. What the heck's dodge?
So dodge is half of your dexterity.
Can you add more points to it?
And that'll be personal interest points, yeah.
Okay, so I shouldn't put points in it now.
No.
Alright, cool. Sweet.
Awesome.
All good.
Our prostitute is next.
Oh, me! It's not the first time I've been called that. All right, what do I have to write down here?
So your skill points are education times 2.
Education times 2. All right, education times 2. What's my education? So 180 times 2 is 160. Yep.
Plus appearance times 2.
Appearance times 2, that's easy. It's 120, so that gives us a total of 280.
Awesome. You then have the following skills.
All right.
So you get art and craft.
Art and craft.
You get to pick what your specialization is.
Can it be specialization reach around? I don't know.
Featherwork.
I don't know what to put there.
Ostrich feathers.
You know what? Give me a moment to think about that, and I'll come up with a good art and craft for my.
Cross-stitch! Cross-stitch!
Feathered boas. Nah, it's feathered boas.
Okay.
I immediately picture your character as Elton John.
All right. Yeah, I'll think about that while we go.
You then get 2 interpersonal skills. So charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade. You get 2 of those.
Charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade. So we're gonna get. Sorry. Charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade. You know what? He definitely needs to have charm and persuade. How many could I choose? Sorry.
2.
2 of those. Charm and persuade sounds about right to me. Or even fast talk. You know what? Let's go fast talk and charm.
Yeah, haggle that deal.
So we're gonna put a little dot in fast talk and charm. There we go.
Awesome. You get dodge.
I get dodge. Where is that? There you are. Put a little tick in that one.
You get psychology.
Psychology. Put a little tick in that one.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That's gonna work well with his arts and craft. Yep.
Stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, absolutely. Makes sense.
And then any one skill you want.
And any one skill I want. Let's have a look around. Who has a suggestion for me? What do you reckon?
Arakeel AU says harmonica.
Harmonica. Having a quick look. Locksmith, make repair, track. Right, persuade. You know what? Can I put one in firearms?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put one in handgun. There we go. He's learned how to protect himself in his trade. You got to be ready.
Mhm.
You never know when someone's going to try and pull a fast one on you and do a runner.
I mean, my only other suggestion, and of course it's up to you, is you could put it in melee and take a whip if you wanted.
I feel like that'll be his arts and crafts specialization.
You then also have a credit rating between 5 and 50.
A credit rating between 5 and 50. So I have to put points into that so that it is in between 5 and 50. All right.
Yes.
So credit rating CR. Okay. All right. So that's it, right? I can start throwing points around.
We then have our secretary.
Ali, sorry.
Yeah?
Just quickly. That cap, does that mean that I can't put more than 30 points in one particular skill? You said 9 and 30 was the credit rating?
Yes, so you can't have more than 30 in credit rating.
Okay. All good.
Awesome. Okay, secretary. Your skill points are education times 2.
So 110?
Yep. Plus either dexterity or appearance times 2.
I'll go appearance. Again, another 110.
Awesome. Then for your skills, you get accounting,
Yeah.
arts and crafts. Your specialization can be either typing or shorthand.
I'll go shorthand.
Awesome. You then get 2 interpersonal skills between charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade.
It'd have to be charm.
Mhm.
Sorry, where was this again?
So charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade. You get 2 of those.
Where is that?
Be in the skills section somewhere. They're all around the space. They're in alphabetical order, if that helps.
Oh, charm. Yep. And what was the other one,
Yep.
sorry?
Fast talk, intimidate, or persuade. You get one of those.
Yep.
Okay. Then you get your own language.
Okay.
You get library use.
No.
You get psychology. And then any other skill of your choice.
I want to say... Listen. And she can also speak French.
Awesome. And then your credit rating is between 9 and 30.
Where do I write that? Sorry?
So credit rating should be on the left somewhere. You just have to put points in between 9 and 30 into that. So maybe pick that first and just chuck a number in there.
Oh, credit rating. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. I'll leave you to do that.
Is there a reason why I shouldn't just pick 30?
You can pick however much you want. Your credit rating is basically the, I guess, amount of items you'd have on you. It's like how much you can afford at one time. So if you have a low credit rating, it's unlikely that you're gonna have like a pearl necklace and stuff like that. So the more points you put into it, the more you can say, oh, I pull this out. I definitely have this because I can afford it.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. We got Grace. Dilettante. Got education ×2 plus appearance ×2.
Yes, so I got like 330.
Awesome. All the points for you. Which is probably good because you have to have a credit rating between 50 and 99.
I'm gonna put my credit rating at 99.
Awesome. So you lose 99 points.
Just real quick, guys.
231.
I wanted to do a quick shout out to Evildoer, another streamer, great guy. I catch his streams every now and then, have a quick chat. Thanks for joining us, man. Currently doing a session 0 for our upcoming Call of Cthulhu limited run adventure, I suppose. So, thanks for joining us.
If you like awesome maps, go and check him out, guys. He does a lot of cool stuff on Dungeon Draft.
And he has a great beard too, even better than mine.
Oh, you got a pretty good beard then.
Yeah, I mean it's all right, but I do have to let him take the crown on that one. But I'm getting there. No worries, man. Guys, give him a follow if you're watching. All right, sorry to interrupt. Back to you, Grace.
Grace, so you get the following skills.
Okay.
You get arts and craft. You can have any specialty.
Okay.
So everyone's got arts and craft.
Yay, we're all crafty.
Creative.
Wait.
You get a specialty in firearms.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
You get a specialty in other language, so you can pick any language.
Very nice.
You get a specialty in ride.
Aw, that's my favorite skill.
Yay! Totally useless because we're on a boat.
We're on a boat. Hey, you can ride a blow-up dolphin or a banana or something.
Yay!
It could still work. You just gotta get creative. Maybe you can.
You would.
You can jump on the
It'd be
back
so
of your
unlucky to
local
be a
jazz
cowboy.
musician and ride him around the hallways.
There's a
I'm too
mechanical
small
ball.
for that.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's tiny.
Okay, you get one interpersonal skill between charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade.
Oh, it has to be charm, doesn't it?
And then you get 3 of the skills of your choice.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be pretty hard pressed splitting my points up with these ones, so.
I'm sorry, Ali, you probably already answered
Yeah.
this, but what does the percentage next to the skill mean? So
So
if
the
I-
percentage. Yeah,
Go ahead.
you go.
So if I've put like 30 points in listen, for example, but there's a 20% there. What does that mean?
So 20 is what it'll start at. So you'll have, if you put 30 points into it, you'll have a 50.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
So basically, if you don't put points into something, whatever's in that percentage bracket is what you have.
Okay.
So, is it worth me putting 99 points into credit rating, or is that, like, gonna be pointless? Like,
It's up to you.
Do
How
it.
much money do you want to throw around?
all of it?
Do it.
Why not? Why not?
It's not my father will hear about this. It's my father will pay for this.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
did you... Have you seen her in that scene? Like, she just pulls out all the money and just, like, hands it.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. I know who I'm going to be fast talking into paying for all my expenses. And if it doesn't
Yeah.
work, I'll pull out a handgun and put that to your head instead.
Oh, I also have firearms, for the record.
All
so...
right, we can have a shoot off.
Oh, yeah.
It's always
gonna be
good
a
to have a
sniper.
handgun on a ship.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
It's like you're wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
How are we going?
Sorry, what was the
Done.
points thing again? Because I got rid of it on my calculator.
So your occupational points?
Yeah.
That's education times 2 plus appearance times 2.
Okay, so
I think you said you got 320?
30. 330, I think it
God
was.
damn it, I got 280! My prostitute is such an idiot.
But she does have to lose like nearly 100 points
Oh,
just
that's
for
right,
a
yeah.
credit rating.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's great, because you can just buy me lots of stuff.
By the ship.
You can buy the ship.
Buy the ship.
You know what?
This is my
When the
dad's
ship-
ship.
When it inevitably sinks, you can buy our way onto a life raft.
It's another ship. Well, when they started packing the boats for the Titanic, first class passengers were packed in fast. So, I'm not gonna die.
We know who got on last. Didn't even get on the door.
Are you gonna sit there and keep playing your instrument while the ship goes down?
Ship
The
goes-
Titanic.
Damn right.
I just want to point out, there's room for both of us on that piece of flotsam. Damn it, whoever survives with me. All right.
I'd rather die. I'd rather die.
No, you and me on a piece of a door floating in the Atlantic for 3 days.
No real.
Sounds like a good getaway. Sorry, to me. All right. How's everyone going?
I'm done.
I think the last one is our. What was it?
You got personal
Accountant.
skills.
31.
I'm all done too.
Awesome. So, for those that are done, you can spend your personal skills, which you have an amount of points equal to intelligence times 2.
Personal skills, intelligence times 2. Okay.
All right, intelligence.
You can spend those on any points except for Cthulhu Mythos.
So, not even if they're unchecked,
Yeah,
and you can't have them over 75.
you can't have them over 75, yeah.
Gotcha. Can you put them into ones you've already put stuff in?
Yes, as long as it doesn't go over 75.
Sweet.
All right. So we can put these points in any of them. Okay. All right. I dig it. Let's have a look.
Should I just put half my decks in dodge now?
Yes. Put that in dodge and then you can build off of that.
Alright.
I wonder if my prostitute should be good at archaeology.
I guess he'd be good at digging in holes.
Sorry. He's good at finding bones. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sometimes
Ben.
it's a live stream.
We are amongst ladies.
I'm having
I mean,
way too much
mine-
fun with this game. This is
Mine was
amazing.
lowbrow, but goodness me.
There's
Goodness
no joke.
me.
There's no joke too lowbrow for critterness. We're having fun.
Are we
I
having
am.
fun?
First aid. I feel like he needs to be good at first aid. So let's whack some points in that. People in the chat, can you hear that music all right? Is that coming through? I don't want to have it too loud so that you can't hear the people, but the investigators, I should say. I don't want to have it loud enough so you can enjoy some old 1920s tunes while we punch in numbers. What else would he be good at? You know what? Disguise. Thanks,
Hey, Ali.
Yeah.
We're on a boat, right?
Yes.
Oh, the FR.
How important is swim gonna be?
That's a good question.
If you throw yourself overboard, you're probably gonna want it.
I mean, that's a good way to survive the campaign.
Do we work out personal skills again? I've been working out my other ones.
It's intelligence times 2.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. Okay. Okay, that's not that bad. What does she need to be good at?
You know what? Let's bump
Is
that up.
tracking just for animals? Or is it for
It's
people
also
too?
for humans, yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm done.
So the only thing we have left after this is weaponry.
There we go. All right. I've punched all those numbers in. Let's see how we go.
So what do we do about dodge? Is that something we're adding points into now, or?
So your dodge will start. Your base dodge will be half your dexterity, but you can put points into it to make it higher.
Okay.
I feel like we're getting a hint, guys.
Yeah.
I have put a couple of points in there.
Well, we can put some of that intelligence into the dodge, can we?
Yes.
It sounds like it's encouraged.
Yeah.
Best way to put it is that dodge is used in melee combat, and you're probably more likely to deal with melee combat on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Not if my shotgun wielding musician has anything to say about it. Nah, that's a good idea.
You carry a shotgun around in your guitar case. I love
My
that
guitar
one movie.
case.
What was that movie called again? No,
I don't know.
You know what? They carry like guitar cases around with them, but they like the guitar case will have like a little hole in the end of it, and they'll use them as guns and shoot at each other. I think it was like Robert Rodriguez movie or something along those lines. It was a ridiculous movie, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Will I realistically be able to find a shotgun?
You can get one onto the ship.
It's the 1920s. Everyone has guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Was it the Blues Brothers?
No, no, but it is. I'm pretty sure it's the same director, though, right?
Maybe.
What's it called? Someone help me out here. Evildoer, you're in the chat. What was that movie called? It was like it's either set in Mexico, I believe it is, and they carry like guns around in their guitar case, but the guitar cases are actual guns. What was it called? It slipped my mind.
Is it?
Desperado.
Desperados. Yes, I think that's what it is.
It's
Okay.
Desperado with Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, Banderas was in it. Yes, Desperado. Thanks, man.
I still think his best role was Puss in Boots.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I agree.
No, Zorro.
Zorro was pretty good too.
That's good too, yes. Good call. Good call, Becky.
So fast talk is
Keeping me honest. Like a good secretary
it's not
should.
Persuade. It's
Secretary
more
or
like,
accountant?
Secretary.
Secretary.
So fast talk is like quick persuade. Persuade is more you've spent several minutes with them talking them into it.
Think like a car salesman.
Yes.
Or a prostitute. I just love saying
Well, those
that one.
people that stand in the middle of the halls of shopping centres and be like,
Oh.
I'm like, no, don't keep
Yeah.
talking.
You know the ones you have to avoid eye contact with completely?
They're so
And they
good
just-
at it.
No, they just ask you a really weird... They're just like, hey man, I like your shirt. Or hey, nice shoes. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm wearing...
You got me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I had one approach me just the other day. He's like,
I think it's like-
"Hi," and I'm like, "Hi," and he's
a
like,
skill
"How old are you? You look
be
really
able to
young."
do
And I'm
that thing.
like, "I'm 15."
Boy, oh boy, do people hate you.
Yeah.
So if you can get money out of them, fucking hell. You got some skills, boy.
I just give them the crazy eye. They don't even approach me.
I'll believe
I
that,
just told him I
Sven.
was 15 and he let me walk away. And I was like,
You ever give him the old,
15-year-old.
The old dad fist?
Damn you, clouds!
I love it.
I perfected the crazy eye when in my time working as a bouncer.
You've probably let me into town before, man.
I've probably not let you into town before.
Nah, I always get let in.
All right, so what's next? I've gone through and I've punched in all those latent numbers into all of the ones that were remaining. What do we do next?
Next is weaponry.
Weaponry. Now the fun really gets started. So what do we do with that?
Everyone can have a gun.
Yes.
You basically tell me what type of gun you want. Do you want a handgun? Do you want a rifle? Do you want a shotgun? Do you want an assault rifle?
I want an
a shot.
anti-tank rocket launcher. Can I have that?
No.
No. Damn it. I guess they didn't really have anti... Oh, no, they did. This was after World War One, so they would have had armor-piercing anti-tank thingies. Fun fact about World War One. Do you know why tanks are called tanks? Grace? No? Never thought about it? In World War One, the British hid the fact that they were making tanks by saying that they were creating mobile water tanks. So they called them tanks, so that the other people didn't know that they were building what was actually officially called back then land ships. So there you go, a little bit of trivia for you. Don't know why I know that, but I must have picked that up somewhere.
Thanks for that, Grandpa.
Back in my days, they were called land ships, and you respected your elders, and we didn't play no Pokemons.
So I've got a handgun.
Yeah, I want like one of those little tiny short revolvers. That's what I think my character would have.
Okay.
Ali, when you say okay like that, that's how I wish I could say okay when I play D&D. Okay.
It's just we'll just clip it. We'll make an audio clip so you can during the stream just go okay.
Okay. I love it.
Alrighty. So a revolver. Anyone who would like a handgun can have a revolver. The damage is 1d10.
A handgun or a revolver?
A revolver, which is under the handgun
Nice.
category. So
Right.
Perfect.
Do you need to
Sounds
be a
good.
bit more specific, or can I just have handgun?
you can just have handgun. I don't mind.
It's 1d10.
1d10. The number of attacks is 1/3.
Amazing. And I imagine the skill for that would just be handgun skill.
Yes.
Bam bam.
Your range is 15.
15.
Your ammo is 8. And your malfunction is 100.
Oof. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's basically if you roll an 100, your gun malfunctions.
Oh, that's
And a
right.
malfunction, it is broken or it explodes?
You have to spend your next turn trying to fix it.
Like clearing the round or something like that. Cool.
Yeah.
See, this
Oh, you-
this game, they've thought of everything.
Or you could throw it at your opponent.
Or you could, when the combat's finished, you can hand it over to one of your allies and say, "Here, take this. It's a gift from me to you." Next time they try and fire it, click.
A shotgun.
Yeah, I want one of those. Can I have a sawn off? It's a short shotgun that I'll shove down my pants. Down the front side.
Even when it's sawn off, it's still going to be too long to fit down your pants leg.
Nope. Everybody's going to think I got a big Johnson.
Even when you're not playing Dungeons and Dragons, ladies and gentlemen, penis jokes are still funny. You're always
Okay.
going to
Yes.
get penis and poop jokes. Doesn't matter what tabletop role-playing game you're playing. All right, shotgun.
Shotgun. So your damage is 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. 2d6 plus 2. Yep.
Your number of attacks
Mm-hmm.
is 1/2.
Yep. Is this a
Your-
shotgun or just a sawn-off?
A shotgun.
Okay. Yep.
Your range is 10.
Yep.
The ammo is 2.
Is that ammo per chain? Ammo it holds per before a reload?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then your malfunction is 100.
Perfect. It's pretty much impossible to explode then. And I'd also like a hand grenade. Is that okay?
That's pushing it a bit. Brick, where'd you get a hand grenade?
Okay, you can have one hand grenade.
Yes. I want it. I'm taking a grenade on a boat.
The skill that you use for that is your throw skill.
Okay, that's fine.
The damage is 4d10.
Yeah, speak to me.
Your usage is 1.
Where's usage?
Should be number of attacks is 1.
Okay, yep.
Range is your strength divided by 5.
Oh, wow, okay. Strength is 50 divided by 5, that's 10.
10.
Quick math.
Ammo is 1.
Malfunction.
And malfunction is 99.
Likely. Alright, do you guys want to know what my throw score is, just in case you want to vacate the premises or stay right by my side?
Yeah, look, I'm
Nothing.
going to be nowhere near you for this entire.
Well,
ordeal.
if you want a metagame, then do that, but you don't know I have it yet.
That's not Joe Johnson. That's a Mark II hand grenade.
Yep, so I'll have a hand grenade and a shotgun down one leg hole.
Awesome. I'll also say that everyone can have a small knife just for melee combat. So it's like a switchblade.
Also, just for a 1920s era's fact, the Mark II hand grenade had only been in service for 2 years in 1920.
Experimental, got it from a buddy of mine, see?
How did a jazz musician get his hands on a hand grenade? Anyway, sorry, continue.
So your small knife, everyone can have this. The stat for that is your brawl skill.
Right. Not good for me.
Do you have to have the knife? I don't want it.
You don't have to have it if you don't want it.
I don't want it.
No. Oh, I want it.
Can I have a guitar string, though?
Yeah, can I have a hairpin? If we're choosing
They're called like a
weapon.
garrote or something.
The damage for the knife is 1d4 plus your damage bonus. So for some that'll be a negative.
Amazing.
And then it's 1 attack per round.
One attack. All right.
Can I have a rifle, but can I have a Winchester?
Let's have a
We'll
look.
say you paid your way into allowing them to let you have a Winchester.
Just because I want, because Here's the thing. I just want a duck hunting gun because I feel like I had to take something in ranged weapons, and I feel like duck hunting would fit, and I couldn't find a duck hunting gun on the equipment list.
So
can I have a Winchester?
we have a what was it? A dilettante with a
Yes.
Winchester rifle. We have a jazz musician with a shotgun and a Mark II hand grenade. What does the sorry, you've got a revolver as well, Becky. Is that right?
No, I've just got a handgun.
You've got the handgun. I have a revolver. We have a shotgun, a hand grenade, and a Winchester rifle. And I like to think of my character as having like a butterfly knife, but he's really bad at it. So he probably drops it while he's trying to like flip it out. But he's been practicing.
Yep. Phrasing.
Sorry, double entendres are real here. Shotgun is a duck hunting weapon. There you go. That's what Evildoer says.
The Winchester is...
And since I'm rich, can I have a one with a scope, please? Since I could pay for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're thinking like a Model 51 Winchester.
It's my
Bolt-action
dad's
rifle.
gun. He let me have it.
So... Winchester is... 1d10 plus 6.
Yeah, but it's not 4d10.
We can't all have grenades, my dude.
It does 2 attacks per round. Got a range of 50.
Awesome.
Its ammo is 5. And the malfunction is 100.
And what was the range on the handgun? Oh, the revolver?
The revolver is 15, I believe.
Oh yeah, look at that. Evildoer in the chat dropping all the 1920s weapon facts for us. The butterfly knife was known as the, and I'm probably going to butcher how this is pronounced, the Batangas Bali song. I just googled that. It's fun. Look at that. Not only are we playing games and having fun, we're learning things too. All right. So everyone happy with their ridiculous arsenal of life-ending weapons?
Spicy.
Absolutely.
No one wants a sniper rifle or something, just to throw in there just for extra. No.
I thought about it.
Stop
I thought
it.
about asking.
Stop it. Everyone's boarding this ship and there's like 4 people carrying like armloads of rifles and hand grenades.
I'm rich. I can do what I want.
If anybody looks and sees mine, I'll call them a perv.
Oh, I'll definitely be looking, darling.
Well, we'll see how the night goes.
I love it. All right. Okay. So, what's next?
That's character sheets.
That's character sheets. That's it. We've created characters.
Yeah, the second sheet is just fun little backstory stuff you can fill out.
Let's. Sorry.
There's a table for phobias and manias if everyone wants to roll.
Yeah, let's roll for manias.
Yes, let's do.
Okay.
Let us.
I love myself a good table.
Watch my guy fear musical instruments.
He's afraid of hand grenades. He's got one stuck down his pants. It's been there for 3 years.
Me playing my trumpet. I'm afraid of brass. Or brass, sorry.
All right, what do we roll for phobias?
Okay, let me just grab up the table. There we go. Okay. Roll a D100.
Roll a D100. All right, where are you, D100? My trusty friend.
Got 45.
45. 45 is herpetophobia, a fear of reptiles.
Wow.
That tracks living in New Orleans. Okay. Yep, that
Fear of reptiles. Let's see what I get.
I got 57.
57. Oh no. We got mechanophobia, the fear of machines or machinery.
Oh no!
I guess a boat
don't-
kind of counts, right?
Yeah. But also, like, you know, don't want to use no typewriter. It's a good old trusty ink pot for me. Change the world, they say it will. Mm-mm. One day machines will take over. You'll see.
All right, so I rolled a 0, 0, 0. So that's a 10.
100.
Should be a 10, right? A 0 on the D100 is a 10. Is that right?
That's a 100.
3 zeros is 100,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, that's 100.
That's like
Alright.
the worst thing you want to roll in-game.
Well, there you go. I rolled 100. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm doing it.
You win
got-
Call of Cthulhu.
You got zoophobia, the fear of animals.
All right, I love it. It's a good thing we're on a ship. Zoophobia, where is that?
What'd you get, Valiant?
I got 31.
31. You got dysbossophobia, the fear of throwing stuff out. So you're a hoarder.
That's why I have a grenade.
hmm
Where do we, is there a place to put this?
It's on the second page under phobias and manias.
Phobias and manias.
What was
Can I
mine
take an
again?
extra one?
Oh, there.
Becky, yours was mechanophobia, the fear of machines or machinery.
Zoophobia. Amazing.
We'll have everyone roll for a mania as well, because why not? These are short-term
D100?
characters. Yeah, another D100.
How do these affect the game, can I ask?
So if you suffer a bout of madness, you're basically have to stop whatever you're doing, and this is all you care about.
Okay.
You can also get a phobia or mania from having a bout
Through
of
the game.
madness. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I got a 63.
63. We've got Linonomania, the obsession with string.
With string.
Yes.
You dirty bastard.
What's type that? How do you spell that?
Linono mania.
The Nonomania. Well, there you go. See, I'm learning things. And my parents said I'd never
72.
learn anything.
72. That's okay. Nosomania, the delusion of suffering from an imagined disease.
What was it? No?
Nosomania, so N-O-S-O.
Let's see what I get. 75.
75. You got Onomatomania, the irresistible desire to repeat certain words. I like the idea that he's just like scatting silently. Grace, what you got?
89.
89.
If I don't like
Aw.
it, I'm taking a Blutomania.
You got Scribblomania, the obsession with scribbling and doodling.
I played a D&D character who had that same obsession once. That's fun. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna find things drawn all over the walls and in the hallways of this cruise ship.
Probably. She drew on the walls as a child and no one ever got up her. So she just kept doing it because she thought it was okay.
You had a good childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So entitled. I'm entitled to write on this wall. I've got the
My
the money.
wall. It's my wall.
What? How much did you put into your credit rating, by the way, Grace? What was your credit rating?
All of it. 99.
99. Can you
I
even
put all
have that?
of it in there.
Can you even have that in your
Yep.
credit rating?
The credit rating, yeah. You can
Wow.
go up to 99.
I think Ali said I could have between 50 and 99. I had a pool of 330, so I was like, I will just put 99 points in there, giving me like an average amount of points to then spread
My
out between everything
God,
else.
that is amazing. I imagine that's like literally the highest credit rating you can have. You would literally be royalty. You do literally own the ship.
She's a Southern Belle.
That is insane.
They're going to change it to the SS Grace, not the SS Faye.
Wow.
Does anyone have a name yet?
No.
Hey, I thought the ship was.
For your character.
The people. I see.
I think I've got something.
I am Miss Mary Chauncey.
I'm going to put you in my ally thing that's down the bottom here. So Miss Mary
Chauncey.
Chauncey, like Chaun.
Yep, C-Y.
SCY.
No, C-Y. Just
Oh, okay.
C-H-A-U-N-C-Y.
Yep. And the player is Becky. Do you have a
What
name,
about
Grace? My name. Oh yeah, go ahead, Grace.
No, you go.
I am Garth Gale, but most people call me Hurricane.
Gale as in A-I-L? Or A-L-E?
Gale.
Yep.
Garth Gale, the Hurricane. That's my stage name.
What's your character's name again, Becky?
Mary Chauncey.
Mary.
The idea that hurricanes from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Mm-hmm.
What was your character's name? Sorry, I missed that. Grace and Valiant, because I was doing something completely different and not listening to either of you.
I don't think Grace said yet, but mine was Garth Gale, as in Wind Gale, Gale. But everybody knows me as the Hurricane. But I feel like it's like a name I'm trying to get everyone to call me.
No, I'm not going to call you that.
And nobody calls me that.
That's not going to do it at all.
It's like that sign should say the Hurricane's playing here. It's like Garth Gale. It's like, God damn it.
All right, we got Garth Gale. Grace, did you have a name yet?
I do. I'm literally just going to use the same name. So I'll be playing Charlotte LeBeau, Southern Belle from New Orleans. I found the accent. It's not very good.
It's great.
I love it.
It's horrible.
So how do we spell it? Just quickly.
So Charlotte, it's coming. Charlotte, and then the last name LeBeau is L-E
Like
space
LeBouf?
B-O-U-F-F. Yeah.
Wait, how do you spell LeBeau?
The last name. So L-E space B-O-U-F-F. LeBeau.
What's the double letter?
F.
F for Freddy.
Yeah.
For Frank.
Is French. LeBeau.
LeBeau.
I was thinking it was LeBeau.
LeBeau. Shalalabou.
Wait, B-E-A-U, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got us a name yet?
Ooh.
Sven.
Yeah, look, I'm not quite 100% sold yet. Let's go
Reginald.
with Clarence.
No.
Clarence?
Nobody wants to fuck a Clarence. Sorry if anyone's significant other's name's Clarence.
All right, well, help me out here because
Be called
Richard.
No.
I think your nickname can be Dick.
Richard Johnson.
Yeah.
We'll call you Dick
You can
Dick.
see Dick Johnson.
Or you could be called... It's like being called John Crapper. That's such a good name.
You have to be Richard Johnson. Yeah.
Please, Ben.
All right, fine. His name is
Can
Richard
I give
Johnson.
you?
Yes! He's Richard Johnson. It's in my character sheet. It has to stay.
I was willing to give you my inspiration from Out of the Abyss to make that.
Yep, I'll take it.
Yeah, awesome. That's so worth it.
But you can just call me Mr. Johnson.
How about I call you Dick?
Well, only if you're paying.
Well, I guess. Wait, what did you just convince me to do? I'm in Squalor.
Well, that's my fast talk skill, baby. I get you to do things you never thought you would. Amazing. So, I guess the last thing that we have to do is we got to come up with a little bit of an idea of maybe a little bit of backstory for our characters, and maybe then start thinking about. Because I don't know anything about the campaign at all, or the adventure at all. So maybe if we give a little bit of backstory, maybe Ali can find a way to make them mesh together. Does anyone have an idea of the backstory for their character? No, nothing there yet.
Only what I've said already.
Yeah, same. The mistress of the general kind of war chief, also the secretary.
Okay, all right, I like it. And then, so you were. Did you say you were the mistress of someone and the secretary? Yeah. And then the war came to an end. And then, what did your character do after the Great War came to an end? Because I imagine a lot of those military sort of establishments started to get backscaled a little bit, and it was the beginning of what do they call it? Prohibition and all that kind of stuff. So, where do you see your character going after that?
I guess I can, because he's not getting as much bonuses anymore because all his like business dealings are ending. He's decided he's going to put less effort into me and focus more on his wife. And I've started him with it. I'm going to leave. I'm going to start telling people about it, and then that's when he gets this invite to the cruise, and he's just like, oh, what about this great cruise? Clearly, it's a statement of my love. It's going to help you be more endearing to me if you go on it. So naturally, I go on it.
All right, there you go. That's something. That's a good jumping off point. So, and I think we already have a little bit of an idea of how Charlotte sort of got involved with this cruise ship.
Yeah, she bought it.
Daddy owns it. Does that sound about right?
The ship, and it's like the maiden voyage, so I have to be there to make sure everything's in order.
All right. So you're a little bit. You're acting as sort of like the face for the media, as it were, for the launching of the ship on its maiden voyage.
Yeah, she gets to smash the champagne bottle on the bow of the ship, and that's what she said to do. That's it.
And I imagine that might tie in a little bit with the sailors. Of course, people are still a little bit superstitious back then as well. So, all right. And what about Garth Gale, entertainer on the boat, I imagine?
Yep, got a job performing for the rich folk coming out of Memphis, Tennessee. Don't have 2 shillings to rub together. But I'm going to be big.
All right. And look, for my character, for what do we call him? Richard Johnson. Sorry, it's so ridiculous.
Little Dicky boy.
I love it.
Richard Johnson was he was conscripted into the army during World War One. He was never one of the into sports and all that kind of stuff and calisthenics or whatever they did back in the 1920s. So he
just Kegels.
He used the skills that he had, and he was better at talking than he was at firing guns. So he used his ability to charm, and of course, there were just as many gay people back in the 1920s as they are now, but it was definitely something that was frowned upon. So he may have been even slightly predatory on that, and sort of used that to his advantage to sort of coax his what do you call it? Higher ups in the army to sort of keeping him out of the trenches, as it were, and sort of getting himself sort of work as in delivering messages and all that kind of stuff, just whatever kept him off the front lines. And then the war came to an end, and he found himself without a job and sort of homeless. So he used his skills and he climbed the social ladder, at least somewhat, as best he could. And he sees a cruise ship as basically one big payday. A way for him to ply his trade. So I don't know how he managed to get tickets to a cruise ship or something like that, but that's.
I think we know.
Oh yes, I think we all know. He he got comfortable with the harbour master, and the harbour master put him on to the next guy, and eventually he found in his possession the golden ticket aboard this what is for him a golden ticket.
Daddy LeBeau has a secret. Dark secret.
Amazing. All right. So, is that enough for you, Alyssia, to work with?
Yeah, definitely.
To set us up for this adventure. Good evening, Mod Brew. Thanks for joining us, man. We are just coming up to the end of tonight's stream. We're just sort of working out our character backstories. Is there anything else that we needed to touch on before we call it a night?
Not really.
Not really?
That's
Amazing.
pretty much it, yeah.
Um,
We'll start next week with a little bit of rules and get straight into the story.
Amazing. I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is the first time I've played any other system other than 5th edition, so I am pumped. And Call of Cthulhu, it's right up my alley. I love this. What did I want to do? I wanted to press the buttons. There we go. So that brings us to the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to say, first and foremost, I want to say a huge thank you to our keeper, Alyssia. If you have any time, if you're in Townsville region and you want to play some tabletop RPGs, whether it be Dungeons & Dragons, whether it be Star Wars 5th edition, whether it be Vampire the Masquerade or Call of Cthulhu, make sure you check out the Townsville Tabletop Guild. They're run out of the James Cook University. You can find them on Facebook. Send them a message if you're interested in joining in a game. Anything else? Did I forget anything?
If you don't have Facebook, just find me on the Discord. Message me there.
exactly. Or if you, if for some reason you can't find them, just get in touch with us on our Discord channel, on our Facebook channel, on our Instagram channel, on our YouTube channel, whatever. Just send us a message and I can get you in touch with the Townsville Tabletop Guild. I want to say a huge thank you to my main man, Valiant from the Valiant Odyssey podcast. Make sure you check them out wherever you can find podcasts. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let you do the talking, Valiant.
Okay, I'm good at that. Guys, D&D Valiant Odyssey is the name of the podcast. If you go and search that anywhere you get good podcasts, you'll find our show. It is a fantasy-based RPG 5e system that you will be able to enjoy with your ears. We also run a D&D stream on Twitch, courtesy of Valiant Odyssey. You can follow that channel if you want to see Sven play on a Thursday night as me as the Dungeon Master. And we also play on a Wednesday as well, running through some Lost Mines of Fandelver. So thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you, Alyssia. I really appreciate you running me through the character sheet and teaching me the new systems. So, yeah, it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait.
Can I just say, huge props for how you ran that, by the way, because there's a lot of information to go through, and you handled that like an absolute pro. I can tell that you've been doing this for a while, because we're
you mean my spiel? Yeah.
Take 4 crazy people and to be able to manage a character sheet like this, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That, yeah. I agree.
I want to say big thank you to Becky for agreeing to come on the show for this crazy little experiment that we've got going on. This is, of course, Becky's first time on Crit and Miss. She was involved with the... what was the name of it again?
Jasper's
Game Week. That's right. She was involved with the Jasper's Game Week, which was a few months ago, and you jumped on Christian's table from Hermes D&D Services.
I sure did.
Amazing. Is there anything that you wanted to say before we wrapped up tonight?
Oh, just thank you everyone for letting me jump in. And Ali, it was so amazing, just the way you helped us get through it. It was a lot, but thank you for your patience.
Yes.
And I look forward to actually role-playing this all out. It's going to be amazing.
It is going to be cool. It's going to be so cool. As always, regular on the channel, Grace, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you so much, Ali, for having us. Well, Sven for having us, Ali for running it, because it's very complicated.
Ali's doing the hard work here, let's face it.
Yeah.
I've got the easy job. I just get to sit here and play and press some buttons every now and then.
Good change. It's good change.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. Of course, tomorrow night we have episode 3 of Tales from the Roguelike Tavern, which is DM'd by our very own Mark Hillman, formerly Serathel Duskren, from Out of the Abyss. I will be joining in on that one. Usually I just host it and Mark DMs it, but, I've decided to jump in as a player as well. So I'm going to be playing some D&D tomorrow night, and I'm going to be trying to ruin Mark Hillman's adventure with my crazy character. So be sure to join us for that one. That is Tales from the Roguelike Tavern. I've got the wrong one up there. That one right there. That is Tales from the Roguelike Tavern, a homebrew classic dungeon crawl. And that goes live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And of course, be sure to join us for our regular bi-weekly stream of Out of the Abyss, which Grace is a part of over there. I'm pointing in the wrong direction. Grace plays Thrash the Troublesome, who always lives up to her name. It's a fun campaign. I'm the DM for that one. We run that every second week on a Friday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Would love to see you guys there. And on that, I think that's a good place to end the stream. What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
As
I
before,
can't wait. It's gonna be good.
Thank you, Evildoer, for joining us. Thank you, Modbrew, for joining us. Thank you, Future Viewerty, for joining us in the chat. We love you guys. We hope we see you guys there again in 2 weeks' time. Oh, I should probably have the date up, shouldn't I? So I can tell you when the next episode of Shadows of Despair is going to be out. Look at me. The 12th? Okay. There you
12th
go.
of August.
Join us again on the 12th of August, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for episode 1 of Shadows of Despair, our Call of Cthulhu limited series adventure. Good night, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Say goodbye.